at M&T Bank Stadium. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Eagle defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Allen. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
So, the shotgun snap to Allen. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The Ravens at 10-2 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He'll buy some time, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Allen being chased out left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Now Allen. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Allen now looks to throw. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Puka Nacua with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No, I just noticed that my team, they ain't 100%.
Just shy of the 30-yard line.
No, they're not out. Well, one of them got substituted like 2 plays ago, but they're not 100%. Yeah, because you know how in the beginning of the game they're all solid blue. They're sky blue.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
I don't know. I can't see yours. I can only see my players.
But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, that's what mine are. Yeah, mine, they're not all the way blue. They're like sky blue.
Hurts. And he's got his big tight end here. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. In motion goes the tight end. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that one too high and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. James Cook, 60 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 21 to 0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught by Brown. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Loose inside the 30 and down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. Complete. It's Dodson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Sitting in first place in the division, they've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Second down and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now this time, Allen will throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. To the air, Allen. Forced out to his left. He'll dump this off to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Allen again. And Cook has it, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns is at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll check this one down to Gainwell. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Rolling to his right. Right side, there's Likely with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw, it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. James Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They toss this out right to Gainwell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd down and 1. And they'll try and run for it. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A run on first down with Shipley. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
In motion left comes Brown. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60%.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for a long time, no doubt.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Complete. Smith has it. Past the 20. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 42 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They start the drive with Cook. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cook. He'll buy some time right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Rolling to his right. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is...
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Allen will try to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Being chased out left. And got his man complete. And finally wrestled down at the 11. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Gainwell will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, And we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. So Allen's going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Throwing out left and finding Likely. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, You just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. 2nd down and 3. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he stopped immediately there. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah, good game. I already said yesterday I wasn't worried about it, win or lose.
Through the tackle. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.